Well, it's been a wonderful week here in Ireland. I've come over to do book launches with Gerry Adams, signing all our books. We've had a wonderful launch in Dublin at the Padraig Pearse House. Then we went to Drogheda the next day and at the Barlow House, which is their arts center. And in County Louth, we went to Dundalk and we're at the library. And today we had a wonderful launch at the Culturlawn in Belfast. I first thought about doing the book when I came on the Irish Northern Aid Tour, and I came to Belfast and was so intrigued with everything I was learning. I had no idea. We went to Dublin and met Joe Cahill, and he gave us a mandate. He said, please take this out into the world, of what you learn on this trip. And the trip was just profoundly moving and enlightening as to what had gone on in especially the north of Ireland. I went into schools in Santa Fe and started teaching the peace process, and people were stunned. They didn't realize the South Armagh spy post that used to be here. They didn't even realize that was Ireland. And I wanted to do this book to show the people in the United States what had really gone on, to show the beauty and the history and what had happened in the North. And then I became friends with Gerry Adams, which has been just a delightful experience, and asked him if he would do the book, and he said yes. It's been a 10-year process. It's gone through many permutations, and finally we have it here in physical form, and I'm delighted to have the book.
Well, I met Elizabeth Billups maybe 20 years, certainly 15 years or so ago. I opened an exhibition of her photographs during Féile an Phobal, and somebody came up with the idea that she should maybe publish these in a book, and she asked me to supply some text. I was quite surprised to learn that it took 10 years to put it together. I think it's a wonderful book. My part in it's very, very modest. It isn't my book, it's Elizabeth's book. It's her photographs, most of the text is hers as well. She's self-published, so this isn't a money-making, profit-making venture. There'll be no money made from it. Initially aimed at people in North America. Elizabeth felt from her first visit here when she met Joe Cahill, and Joe said, go and tell people what you've learned. She's on a bit of a mission to do that with North Americans. And we just thought it'd be a nice idea to launch it here in Belfast. It's Ireland, one island, no borders, so it's different from other books in that you can be in the Glens of Antrim or the Glens of Aherlow, you can be up on the Bogside or on the Falls Road, as well as in Camille Jail or the Ring of Kerry or the Cliffs of Moher. The photographs tell a story. Interesting also that the period that it took to put it together spans a period from war into peace. So some of the relics of the war, the British Army fortifications and so on, some of the more contentious dimensions of our lives in that time are photographed, but there are also happy, hopeful and more futuring events captured as well. So I think it's been a great project, and I wish Elizabeth well, and I thank her for her endeavours.